We've had you tag along on our road trip adventures, the US West Coast road trip, and the Pacific Northwest, totaling over 10,000 miles.
And we have brought you to the beautiful beaches of Hawaii.
Oh my God.
So today, we have traveled halfway across the world to answer one question.
Is Lisbon, Portugal worth the hype?
This is the real take. This is the real take, man.
Does this hurt a little bit?
But Shannon's little feet. It's not like the chillest experience I've ever had.
Speechless. Well, I mean, I'm not, but.
Big reveal is that Shannon and I are headed to Portugal. More specifically, we are starting off in Lisbon.
Just arrived in Lisbon, Portugal, and I gotta say, it kind of sucks right now. The airline lost my luggage.
And Shannon is actually in Portugal right now, all alone. That poor guy. He has his carry-on.
I don't have luggage here in Lisbon.
Which is his camera, I think maybe an extra t-shirt, and he didn't even have a charger, he didn't even have an adapter, so he had to go buy all that stuff.
I had to buy a charger, an adapter for the European connection, but it doesn't work. I'm waiting on Douglas. He should be here in probably another 8 or 9 hours.
To recap, I missed my flight. From his last report to me, he's doing fine.
Spirits are low right now.
He found a bar, he's drinking it up.
Well guys, finally arrived here in Lisbon after a treacherous day. I guess my trips are starting to sound very deja vu-like now. Just really horrible experiences. Why do I still do this? I took the subway for a while, got a little lost, and now I'm heading over to my hostel. I'm gonna check in. I've got to go to the bathroom so bad. Apparently they don't have them down in the subway for some odd reason. Well guys, just got out to the hostel, and as you can imagine, I am starving. I haven't slept in over 24 hours. I haven't eaten in over 24 hours. But everything is closed right now, and they don't open until 7 p.m. However, there are street vendors on the street. They serve food right now. I don't know what it is. I don't even care. I just bought some stuff, one of each of everything. I'm about to tear it up, and then I'll show you some views, because this is really, really pretty, really charming right here.
Hey, stop filming!
I got yelled at by this guy right here. Can't put that on video. So like I was saying guys, I just got mooned by a guy that lives here apparently across the street. He wasn't happy about the filming, yelled at me to stop filming, and then proceeded to moon me. I kid you not. I don't know if I got it on camera. I tried to, although I don't know why. But I did get a large beer. I'm just gonna start drinking. I have no clothes, no toiletries, nothing to charge with. So this is gonna have to, when this goes, we're done. I'm sure there's like more positive travel channels out there, guys. But I'll tell you this, they're not as real as the TraverageBros-Travel channel. It's raining again, so that's fun. We'll search and ye shall find. I found a place that was open right now. It's a bar, restaurant, bar. It's something. It's actually my kind of place. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks pretty cool. Very tight quarters, so feels like I'm actually joining the people next to me. But the name of this place is Tapas Bar 52, and they have about 75 different selections of tapas that you can have. This is the potato cheese. I just asked the server that worked here for his recommendation. This is what he gave me, and he also gave me this for the wine. It's really hitting the spot. It's starting to even out a little bit. My mood's coming back. I'll be back.
Whew. Guys, I can't tell you what a nightmare it has been getting to Lisbon. It's been pretty crazy, and I arrived in Lisbon this morning at like 7 a.m. or sorry, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever. And I'm messaging Shannon, trying to figure out where he is, and he is not responding. He gave me quite a scare. I haven't talked to him since I took off from London this morning at 6 a.m. And I'm landing, I'm getting in a taxi, I'm doing all these things, picking up luggage, and he's not responding. And I'm calling him, texting him on Instagram, texting him on Facebook. Hell, I even texted his girlfriend, Crystal. I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking he's dead. Trying to figure out how to survive on my own. And I come into the hostel, and what do I see but Shannon's little feet? We have a lot to catch you guys up on, but for now I just wanted to show you guys this very raw moment that this is Shannon and I's first meeting since a long time.
I belong to Lisbon now, Doug.
I thought he was dead. I swear, I was thinking the worst. I was like, he got robbed, his phone got stolen, he's probably just sitting at the hostel waiting for me. Sorry. Before I got here, Shannon gave me the rating that he actually did not like this place as much. But so far, I'm kind of sold on it.
Of course.
So we have a lot to do. We have a lot to update you on. We're gonna go get some coffee time and we will update you. I'm so excited to bring you more of Lisbon. Let's get to it.
We're doing it. Woo.
Alright, well, welcome back, guys. We have made it to Tapas Bar 52. This is a close walk from our hostel, independent hostel. The wait staff here is the friendliest I have seen so far. They are so nice, so accommodating, and very helpful when choosing dishes.
They come out to us because they saw the cameras and they wanted to know what's going on. And we told them, hey, we've got a travel channel. They said, hey, I don't even want to know your name. Let me subscribe right now. You should do the same too. Go ahead and click that like button and subscribe now. You don't need to ask why. You don't need to know the deets. Just subscribe now.
Good morning
And bom dia.
and welcome to day 3 of our Lisbon adventure.
We are running today on about 45 minutes of sleep, guys, and I still have no sign of my bag in sight and no end to that. I'm wearing Douglas's underwear, his socks, a shirt, so if I look like a
sexy individual,
you'll know why.
So today we are headed to Sintra, a quaint little town on the foothills of the Sintra Mountains.
But first, guys, you know we're gonna have to start it off with coffee time. It fixes everything. Our favorite time of the day. We're gonna go hit that up and we'll see you on the other side.
You know, we always do that transition and we never finish it.
But today will be no different.
And after a very quick breakfast of mainly carbs and almost zero protein, we are headed to the train station. This train ride is about an hour long and that will take us to Sintra. It's been a while since both of us, Shannon and myself, have been in Europe, and I could not be more pleased with how beautiful the architecture is of Portugal, the roadway systems, the monuments. It's amazing.
Well, guys, this is the way you gotta travel right here, tuk-tuk style. You don't want no sneaking Uber.
While Shannon is getting his history lesson, I'm sure he is going to inform us about that shortly. Just remember, when you come, if you're going to do the tuk-tuk, bring an extra layer. It's gonna get a little bit chilly.
So this is actually commemorating an earthquake that took place in 1755, and in 1757 the government built it sort of as a monument. The nickname is the Mountain of Moons, or the moon goddess of the mountains. So, and there was also you say your name's okay. What's his name? Say your name one more time, please. How do you say your name?
My name?
Yes.
Helbert.
Helbert. And one more time your name. Helbert. Okay.
My name is Helbert.
So Erfer were telling us that the water flows from the top of the mountains of Sintra down through here into this waterfall or this fountain, and you can actually drink the water. Give it a shot. Oh my God. And this water was clean and had like magical powers, so the people of Sintra would come and drink the water and get better. At first I thought he was telling me that there was a pandemic because of the water as I was drinking it, but no, it has magical powers, so I should be good.
But it can't return lost luggage.
But water is young.
Oh, like
keep
young.
Yeah.
Fountain of youth.
Yeah.
Fountain of youth. Let me drink. I want to drink that.
I don't look young, hell.
Doug, you look old as
So this is the second stop on the tour in Sintra. Our driver, Helbert, is giving us some insider information, some lovely tips, and like history. I'm sure Shannon is going to inform you of that pretty soon because I can't hear a word. Palace. This is National Sintra Palace, and if you can see behind me where those pillars are, that's where all the banquets were held because they had so much wealth. I'm not doing it justice, you guys. Make Shannon tell you. So, for any of you movie lovers out there, Johnny Depp actually filmed a movie called The Ninth Gate, and that was filmed in this house right here, or at least this is one of the filming locations, and that's pretty cool.
And we watched the whole movie after that.
Honestly guys, if you come here and you don't get the same driver we got,
Halbach.
gosh, you've made a mistake. Because he is showing us some really cool stuff. He is talking to us, I think, way more than from what I see the others doing. So shout out to our driver,
Halbach.
Thank you so much, and this is a very cool experience. So far we've made 2 or 3 stops and within the span of about 20 to 30 minutes. Not even close to the palace yet, so we got a lot of history and learning to do. What's this?
This is a cork tree.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, cork is a big export here.
Halbach was just saying that if you stab it, wine will come out. But I make the jokes here at TraverageBros. So guys, while we were going on our little tours, I just got an email. I got the email of a lifetime, guys. My bag has just arrived at the hostel. We are saved. No more boring ducks closed. I'm in a good mood.
So finally some of the fog, some of the mist is going away, and you're able to see a little bit of Pena Palace, the beautiful like red structure, which is very exciting considering it's a rainy day today. Here at Pena Palace, we have entered into the facility, and now we are on the bus that takes you up to the actual palace. When you're purchasing tickets, make sure you purchase tickets plus transportation.
Check out our seat, guys. We got front row. I don't know how we lucked out, but we did.
Where our luck has run out is on the fact that we have these cotton sweaters, no raincoats, no umbrellas, and it's getting pretty rainy.
And here at Traverse Bros, we like to make mistakes so you don't have to.
What a day. We have finally made it to Sintra. It's now, I don't even know what time, it's like 12 o'clock. It's quite beautiful, and if you're like me, castles and all these like historic sites, they don't hold my interest for very long, mostly just because it kind of becomes repetitive, but I find myself after going into each room being more and more in awe of what we see. Just looking at the magnificent detail in the pillars or in the structures or the ceilings, it's mesmeric. After going into these rooms, I can't help but feel some sort of connection with the history that is within the walls. Well guys, that is gonna do it for our time here at the Pena Palace. We are on to bigger and better things. We are headed to the Morush Castle. Is that how you pronounce that?
Ah, you see, Douglas, out of all my many languages, Portuguese is not one of them. Yeah, we're going to another castle, basically, guys.
Oh God, there's the bus.
We actually missed the bus, so now we'd have to go back to catch it.
So here we are in the Quinta de Regulera, I believe. That'll be on the screen for sure. I must say again, it's incredibly beautiful, and it kind of blows my mind. Even like Shannon was saying, we've both been to Europe before and seen other destinations similar to this. Just kind of having some fun here at the castles.
So guys, if you're having as much fun as we are right now, why don't you go ahead and castle your way on over to the like button. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe.
In Sintra, in Lisbon, or in Portugal, this has definitely a little bit more charm to it. And I think that that's what's selling me on these castles as opposed to other castles that we have been to.
But these things are kind of hidden and tucked away, just nestled away in the mountain and the lush forest that is all around, which was man-made. It used to be actually just stone mountains, but all the vegetation was planted and it grew up.
I didn't know that.
For hundreds of years.
When did you learn that?
Albert.
My name is Helbe.
So guys, this is the final stop on the tour today, the Quinta de Regular. This is the palace itself. I think we saved the best for last.
And that wraps it up nicely. I'm Doug from the Traverage Bros, reminding you, if Nick Cage were here, he would find a Declaration of Independence.
If Nick Cage were here, he'd be high off his cocaine.
Guys, we are here in the city center of Sintra, making our way back to the train station. However, we wanted to stop here and kind of enjoy a little bit of the ambiance, the food, some of the wine, of course, before we made our way back to Lisbon and back to our stay. This, go on.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
This has a lot.
This place looks a little sketchy, Doug.
This is the way to the train station. Trust me, I've been here 1,000 times. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's right this way. Well, guys, we made it onto the train with a few minutes to spare.
Question is it the right train? We still haven't confirmed that yet.
So we will update you in about 40 minutes if this turns out to be the right train.
I'll either be in Lisbon or Spain. Well, guys, we just returned back to Lisbon, back to the hospital, and I have the very best news. My bag has finally arrived after 72 hours of being lost in Paris. Damn you, Air France.
Well, hello, good morning, bon dia. Welcome to the next day on the Travis Bros adventure here in Lisbon. We are checking out of our stay at the independent hostel and on our way to another location soon to be revealed.
That's the lesson of today's travel, is that you only stay enough time to fall in love, and then it's time to leave. Write that down.
Words of wisdom.
But first, guys, our favorite time of the day is coffee time.
Guys, just a little tip, if you do end up coming to Portugal and staying in Lisbon, you're gonna wanna stay right there in the Barrio Alto. That's a small little district, sort of like the city center, and that's where all the good restaurants, the good bars, not all of them, but a lot of them cluster into one area so that you can walk around without having to worry about transportation and stuff like that. Stay in the Barrio Alto, that is the tip of the day. Well, guys, we have finally made it to the coast.
It is so absolutely beautiful. We finally have the drone back. Let's get that drone up.
It's something that we've been looking forward to. So I'm watching it like on the screen and I'm getting closer to the structure, but the drone is getting small, like lower and lower, like it just plopped down and then the screen goes black.
So after being without the drone for 4 days because it was lost with the luggage, we finally got it back. I told Doug, let's go to the coastline, let's go to the water line, get some drone shots. We got the drone up and then it immediately lost connection. And it's submerged under the water. It belongs to the water now. It belongs to the fishes.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
How do you say drone store in Portuguese?
I just want to point out that I was not the one flying when it did disconnect.
Oh, you never are you?
We're gonna move on to our next destination, visiting Lisbon's famous Pink Road.
Guys, this is the Pink Road here in Lisbon, Portugal that is so famous. Give me a second, I'll tell you why it's famous. Guys, don't think that your vloggers are smart. They sit there Googling everything as they go. That's how they get all their information. Well, it's because it's notorious for when a lot of the sailors would come here, it was a way to illuminate for them where all the gambling, brothels, and bars were located. This is essentially Lisbon's little red light district.
As you see, it's kind of tucked away. You can get through it through a few entrances, like little alleyways like that. It's super pretty, very picturesque.
Well, bom dia and good morning. This is day number 5 or 6 of the trip. I've lost count with all the tragedies and traumas that have occurred. We have a surprise guest for you today. We have to go pick her up here in a bit. I'll give you a hint, it's Crystal.
So here's to Crystal's first legitimate Portugal pastry called pastel de nata.
Oh yeah.
So good.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Just amazing.
So we've made it into the new digs, and I'm just kind of wondering if you guys can see. They've got this oblong one right here, and of course this regular one right here. So which do you guys think you're gonna want?
Probably just flip a coin. Yeah. flip a euro. Another tip, guys, Ubers are extremely affordable in Lisbon, Portugal. So if you're in a hurry, have no fret. If you're short on some funds, have no fret. Uber's here to save you.
So here we are in Time Out Market, here to enjoy some of Lisbon's best cuisine. The saying goes, if it's good, they write about it in the paper, but if it's great, it goes in the market.
And this place is just riddled with all types of different restaurants, different themes, from seafoods to steaks, burgers, vegan, Korean. It's got it all. And of course they have beer. And Crystal's very first time at trying the caipirinha.
I'm excited. That is good. That's really good.
I knew she'd like that. So we made our way back out to the pink street again, guys. You can gamble, you can brothel it up, you can find a sex shop, or you can go buy a drone. There are plenty of mistakes to make out here in Lisbon, Portugal.
Tell you what, as soon as I get my hands on that drone, I'm diving it straight into the ocean to find that other drone that we left out there.
So we need a submarine drone. So I know the anticipation has been building. The ever elusive, evasive question, is Lisbon, Portugal worth the hype? With the coffee, the people, the culture, the food, the wine, the cobblestone streets. Guys, it is the charm of Europe.
Absolutely, I give Lisbon a 9 out of 10 stars.
When did we say we're gonna rate with stars?
Absolutely, if you haven't put Lisbon high on your bucket list, please.
I didn't expect this to be high on your bucket list. That was new.
Now, you will not want
to come here. And that is where we're going to end today's video from Lisbon, Portugal, and Traverage Bros reminding you to stay true,
stay humble,
and stay average.